what's up, Skullbalker? We're with BH Creation Films, and today we're talking about this, the BlackMagic Cinema Camera 6K, and I like it! So before we get started, a little housekeeping. B&H did send this over to me for review, but no money has changed hands, and B&H has no say whatsoever in this review. They don't even make the camera. BlackMagic does. They just sell it. A quick note though, B&H has been a really great partner over the years, allowing gear like this to be borrowed by me and reviewed for you. And yeah, I have to send it back, so I can borrow some other gear to review in the future. And well, why do they do this? Well, because they would love for you to purchase the gear that you need and buy it from them. And although this isn't sponsored by B&H, I do want to say thank you for helping the channel in so many ways. It's companies like this that make it a pleasure to work with and buy my gear from. I've been buying from B&H for like 30 years, much to my wife's dismay. And that's why I was happy to partner with them on this channel, just to be able to review this kind of stuff. And so, well, you can rest assured that you'll get the same old, fair, lovable, honest reviews as always. So if the thought of shooting raw footage until your hard drive scream for mercy makes you laugh, subscribe. So this is the BlackMagic Cinema Camera 6K, and it's like the cool indie kid at the camera party who just speaks in raw files. No other codecs, just be raw, BlackMagic raw. Talk about committed to the cause, though. The 13 stops of dynamic range, well, they're actually very good. And it honestly surprised me, and we'll go into that in just a minute. In the image, well, it can be very filmic. It's an overused term, but, it's like every frame is a scene from a Tarantino movie. Well, except for the foot fetish thing, but yeah. Let's dive into, say, the specs of this. The sensor, it's got a full frame 6K sensor with an open gate resolution of 6048 by 4032 at up to 36 frames per second in that format. And it can record on the following resolutions and frame rates as well. 6048 by 3200 at up to 48 frames a second, perfect for 16:9 2x slow motion of, say, your coffee getting cold. 4096 by 3072 for up to 50 frames a second for those moments when you need a little 3x2, maybe for a little anamorphic squeeze. 6048 by 2560 up to 60 frames a second, ideal for those 2.4:1 really wide screen landscape shots where the wind carrying away a balloon for 20 minutes is the star. And it has DCI 4K, which is 4096 by 2160 up to 60 frames a second, because 4K is the new HD. And HD is what were we using before HD? Well, it has HD, 1080p, up to 120 frames a second for 1080p and 120 frames a second, if you want to do that. It does have dual native ISO of 400 and 1250 and can extend all the way up to 25,600. So you could shoot in various lighting conditions without turning your scenes into a grain fest unless, well, you use the upper ones, and then you're going to get a lot more grain in your diet, let me just tell you. That could be a good thing. Color science. It uses BlackMagic's Gen 5 color science, which means the colors are really good, actually giving you a very filmic look right out of the camera. I wish I'd have had that years ago when I had my BlackMagic, which was the Ursa Mini G2 4.6. Is that right? I don't know if it was G2. It might have been G1 4.6. It was one of the very first 4.6s. Connectivity. Well, there is a full-size HDMI port, USB-C for data and trickle charging, not for powering the camera. It's got a 2-pin Lima for that. And it's got mini XLR audios for better sound recording, and then it's got an 1/8" headphone jack and an 1/8" mic jack for other recording and or listening. Lens mount, well, it uses an L mount, which, you can use an adapter to support other mounts like EF, PL, etc. Storage, it records to CF Express Type B cards, which means it's just one of them. You're set for high-speed recording without worrying about buffer overflow. You can even actually record to an external SSD using that USB-C port. The display has a 5-inch tilting LCD. It is touchscreen, making it, well, easy for framing and navigation. But like all touchscreens, it's a smudge magnet. So yeah, it doesn't rotate or go side to side. Ergonomics, well, it's a bit large as a DSLR body style. So if you've got hands like a lumberjack, you might find it perfect. But hey, it's not like you're going to be using that for chopping wood. Oh wait, here might be user lumberjack. Yeah. Let's go into some video comparisons against the Komodo X and BlackMagic. And while it's true, I don't do comparisons on reviews. In this case, I wanted to show this one because it surprised me a little. No, a lot. Well, it's interesting, right? You never thought you'd hear Scott say that. Yeah, well, I mean, BlackMagic has come a really long way. And you know what? I'm here for it. Some other notes and strange things that, well, other camera manufacturers also suffer from, like specific anamorphic squeeze modes locked into specific resolutions. Yeah, it's got that. It'd really be nice if everyone could figure out how to just let us choose the resolution and squeeze factors ourselves. Personally, I'd shoot a 1:2 with a 2x squeeze. That way I'd have that perfect anamorphic single pixel. Yeah, you'd be jealous, right? I mean, no one else has ever done it before. I'm a trendsetter, what can I say? Now, it does boot fast. It's about 4 seconds, which I'm not gonna complain about since I'm used to the 1 minute boots from Red. Just kidding, it's like 35 to 40 seconds. The L mount is fine. I'm not an L mount user, but with the Sigma L mount to EF adapter, it worked great on my Canon and Sigma EF lenses. Just put it right on there and boom, away it goes. It has time-lapse mode built in, vertical shooting modes. For those of you who don't understand what cinematography means, just kidding. You know what it means, you just don't get to use it. It has, the monitor is actually quite usable during the day. It's not super bright, don't get me wrong. It's not like daylight. Let's just use this as a key. No, but you can see it mostly, which is a big difference from before. It's got a lot of the tools we filmmakers have come to appreciate for focus, exposure, and framing. It even has false color. It can record proxies at the same time as the RAW and even upload them to BlackMagic Cloud. You can, of course, use it as a webcam. You can import LUTs and apply them to whatever you'd like, the onboard or the HDMI, or you can even put in a little EVF right here. It's got programmable buttons as well. Now, I don't love the format of this body, but it's efficient in its use of the fat DSLR style. I mean, it is a chonker, man. It's huge. But I know what you might be asking. Scott, what are the pros and cons? That is a very good question. Pros: raw power. No, seriously, like raw. B-raw. It gives you so much control in post. It's like true compressed RAW in feature set in a slightly limited form. The compressed RAW here is not true compressed RAW in that you can't trace it all the way back to what the actual photo site has, and that was for patent infringement issues. But for the most part, think of it as a 96, 97% raw, compressed RAW format. But it has all the capabilities. So you can adjust your ISO, you can adjust your color temperature, you can adjust a lot of stuff in post, change whatever, and that's pretty nice. Another pro, it has a really nice image. I mean, it really does. It shocked me. Price, it's affordable and capable, and I'm seriously considering picking one up. She doesn't know that yet. I might grab the Pixis. I don't know. I haven't tested that one yet, but I mean, this is smaller than the Pixis and basically does everything the Pixis does, minus a couple of things, but for the most part. Cons, battery life. The camera's battery life, well, it makes you wish you had shares in a battery company, that's for sure. It's better than the Pocket batteries, the Pocket 4K, the Pocket 6K, but these Sony NPF style batteries, they kind of leave much to be desired. They also hate the cold too. I was getting about 20 minutes in Alaska with them, but with the Core PowerBase Edge snap batteries, I was running for a long time, several hours actually. Review coming shortly. Lastly, no internal ND filters. You'll need to carry external ones, adding to your camera backpack's existential crisis. It's no big deal. I just carry my NDs everywhere anyway, so it's the way I work, so you can do it too. Oh, and also, there's no other codec. I do find that to be just a little too limiting. I mean, it can obviously record H.264 since it cuts proxies at the exact same time, but it'd be nice if it had other options internal than just Pro or BlackMagic RAW. So what do you think about the BlackMagic Cinema Camera 6K? Let me know in the comment section down below what you think, and I'd love to know your thoughts. You can purchase this using the affiliate link below, and you'd be showing B&H what their support to the channel means by purchasing through them. Remember to like, subscribe, and support the channel by purchasing anything through any of the affiliate links below. But do remember, please disable your ad blocker if you're going to use my affiliate links, because ad blockers prevent me from getting credit. And I have no credit. I need good credit. Also, you can really stand out and become a channel member as well. Yeah, it allows you to be part of the cool kids club, like these top tier members. And as always, as I like to leave it, don't let your passions center around your life. Let your life center around your passions.